Hey guys, I'm Dimension Jump and today I'll be reviewing Rosalina's Storybook, which was made by Nintendo and published by Dark Horse Books, which is basically the same guys who published Hyrule Historia and other Nintendo-based books that's around video games. And this is based on on Rosalina's Storybook you can find in Galaxy One, and yeah, this is a very, I think, I think it's a very cool thing that's Nintendo has made in terms of like creating something from a game or something around a game, and people can have to read and stuff like that. So, like in Galaxy One and in the Switch port of Galaxy Two, you can basically read the storybook. And this is mainly from Rosalina story. This doesn't have Lubber's story in the Galaxy 2 port. But yeah, I think if I quickly take this part off, the Rosalina storybook cover, you can see that it's a very good looking book. I think it does the job really well, and I do like how, if I go to, let's say, hang on, let's say this page, for example, you can tell like it's basically just taken straight from the game, and it's every page is double spread. So I think that's quite cool. It's not just one page is one section and then another page is another section. Every single page is basically this big double spread. And I think that's really cool in terms of like how you might want to how the book is done and stuff like that. So I think they're quite cool, and it does the basically the main chapter, every single chapter, apart from I believe the epilogue or the final chapter that was added, or the new chapter that was added in to the Galaxy 1 and 2 collection. And yeah, I really love the quality of this. I think this is a really fun like story, because Rosalina is one of those characters that has a lot of really cool, interesting lore around her, and yeah, and I think that mainly comes down to her storybook. And if you've got younger siblings or something like that, this is a really good way of just reading to them and stuff like that. So if you want to like read them a story before bed or something like that. And yeah, this is a really cool thing to like to make and stuff like that, because you don't really get to see or hear a whole lot of stuff about a game translating something from one of its many entries and making them real. And you do have like some elements of like that, like you do have Hyrule Historia, where with this it's just, oh, you've got like concept art, you've got there's descriptions of a game, that sort of thing. But with Rosalina's storybook, it's basically just pretty much a thing from that's directly in a game and being brought over into real life, and that's really cool. And I do hope we get to see more stuff like this when it comes to, oh, there's a thing in the game that's really popular. Let's try and recreate it somehow, or try and just, like with Storybook, just take it from the game and just bring it over into the real world that people might want to have, stuff like that. And yeah, I think as a whole, the Storybook is a really nice work of art. I think it takes, everything from the storybook in the first game and just makes it into real, or makes it real. And yeah, it's really, really cool, and I think it's just a really cool thing to have and stuff like that. Or if you've got younger siblings, as I said before, you might want to read them this before they go to bed or something like that. So yeah, as a whole, Rosalina's storybook is a really, really cool thing that I think is quite cool, and I think it's really cool to have. And yeah, so that's been my review for Rosalina's storybook. I hope you enjoyed this video. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video.